You'd start by making sure Africa never unites. The easiest way to do that is by keeping people divided along ethnic, tribal, and religious lines. If they ever start working together, remind them of past grievances. Stoke old wounds.
Any of the African leaders, that want to start looking inward Africa in order to develop Africa and, industrialize Africa, make sure that you take away that food, eliminate that food. And any of their tribes that want to separate in order to bring development and also industrialize their people, make sure that you sabotage them so that they will never separate.
To keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Today I urge all Nigerians, from all religions, all ethnic groups, and all regions, to come together and keep Nigeria one.
And make sure that, Africa never come together, they never unite. And if they try to come together to unite, try to remind them of their various grievances so that they will never come together and unite. And make sure that the book, that is given to them is just what? Just to read. Just to read, memorize, but not to think critically. This is what we have to give to them. And make sure that they never wake up from their slumber. They have to continue to be under our feet because this is what they are meant to be. Yes, this blueprint has been there for everyone to see, for all Africans to see, but they never want to see it. Rather, they chose to be sleeping and continue to be under the feet of the West. Is that not why God created us? Is it not why God created us to continue to sleep and continue to be under the feet of the West? And therefore, we have to continue to be under the feet. Since this blueprint has been there, nobody cares to know. All Africans, nobody cares to know. The so-called leader never care. Rather, they continue to be slaves. Therefore, we have to continue to be that slaves and continue to sleep and continue to be under the feet of the West. Please share this, even though that this thing has been there, but a lot of people have seen it. For those that have not seen it, share it, let it go to all the crannies, of Africa, all the nooks and crannies of Africa, for some of us that have not seen, so that it will continue to get to the inner of our brains and inner of our hearts. If we can, stand up and wake up from our slumber, or we continue to sleep, since we don't want to wake up, since we want to continue to be slaves. Yes, let me know what you think. Just listen to the blueprint. Listen to the blueprint clip and let me know what you think. Please, I want to see your thought in the comment section, okay? Share it, let it go wide. Even though that it has already gone, but let us continue to share it, okay? See you in my next video. Just listen.
If you wanted to stop Africa from becoming a superpower, you wouldn't have to invent a new strategy. The blueprint has already been written, tested, and perfected over centuries. You'd start by making sure Africa never unites. The easiest way to do that is by keeping people divided along ethnic, tribal, and religious lines. If they ever start working together, remind them of past grievances. Stoke old wounds. Fund separatist movements. Keep border disputes unresolved. Make sure every time they take one step forward, they take 2 steps back because they're too busy fighting each other. You'd install leaders who serve foreign interests, not their people. Find the most corrupt, the most easily manipulated, the ones who crave wealth and status more than progress. Offer them power in exchange for loyalty. If a leader rises who actually cares about Africa, get rid of them. Assassinate them if necessary. But if that's too messy, just destabilize their government and back a coup. If they talk about nationalizing resources, make an example out of them. If they try to unite Africa, take them out before the idea spreads. You'd keep Africa economically weak by making sure it never industrializes. Let them export raw materials but never process them themselves. Control the mines, the oil fields, the rare earth minerals. Keep them selling cheap and buying expensive. If a country tries to break free and build its own industries, sabotage it. Place sanctions, destabilize its currency, fund local opposition, crash its economy. If that doesn't work, orchestrate a civil war. People can't build when they're too busy trying to survive. You'd make sure their education system produces workers, not innovators. Teach them history that glorifies their oppressors. Make them think their cultures are primitive, their ancestors were savages, their future depends on foreign approval. Train them to memorize, not to think critically. Keep their best and brightest looking overseas for opportunities. Make them dream of escaping Africa rather than fixing it. Offer scholarships that take their top minds to the West and never encourage them to return. Let the continent keep training doctors and engineers only for them to go enrich other nations. You'd control their narratives. Own their media, control their stories, dictate their image to the world. Make them believe they are corrupt, hopeless, eternally in crisis. Flood their screens with poverty porn and war zones. Show them charity ads that make them believe they are helpless without foreign aid. Downplay their successes. Twist their victories into isolated incidents. If an African country develops a groundbreaking innovation, credit a foreign investor. If an African leader implements a successful policy, frame it as an anomaly rather than proof of competence. You'd make sure they remain dependent. Drown them in debt. Offer loans with impossible conditions. Force them to privatize everything so foreign corporations own their water, their electricity, their land. When they struggle, give them just enough aid to keep them alive, but never enough to make them self-sufficient. Use charities to create a culture of reliance rather than resilience. Make them think foreign intervention is necessary, that they can't solve their own problems, that they always need help from the outside. You'd suppress their military strength. Keep their armies weak, their defense industries non-existent. Sell them weapons to fight each other, but never let them develop high-tech military technology. If a country tries to build a strong defense system, accuse them of being a threat to stability. Make sure they always need foreign peacekeepers, foreign military bases, foreign advisors controlling their security. Keep them vulnerable to invasion, coups, and foreign interference. The formula is simple. Divide, corrupt, exploit, miseducate, control. Keep them fighting each other. Keep them looking outside for solutions. Keep them poor, dependent, insecure. Make sure every attempt to break free is met with resistance so strong that the next generation thinks twice before trying again. This isn't a theory. It's history. The real question isn't how to stop Africa from becoming a superpower. It's how Africa can break the cycle despite every effort to keep it down.